There we go.
Yes, it's working. Cool. All right. Let's see. So let me fix this.
That's magic.
I turned up my boost on my microphone. Does that help any?
Yes, it does. We hear you loud and clear, Bo. Ha ha ha. Okay, now all we need is Patrick, and we will be set. Wait, and we need Anthony. Anthony's not with us. No.
You're slowly losing your army.
I barely had an army to begin with, but yeah.
My girlfriend's gonna watch us once we get started too.
Well, that's completely cool and fine. I will send Anthony and Patrick the link.
Personally.
I saw where Patrick tried to join, but I feel like he tried to join the other event as soon as we canceled it, so... let's see. Hey, I can do a Q&A on here, whatever that would mean for this. The hardest thing for me to get used to is seeing my face as I'm talking to you guys. Hey, it's Patrick! Hey, Patrick, it's me. You know me. It's my friend Ike. Say hi, Ike.
So,
Hi.
how's it going?
Saying hi too.
It's my friend Bo. Say hi, Bo.
How you doing, Patrick?
Oh, hey, Bo. Hi, Bo.
And then it's Lizzie. Say hi, Lizzie.
Hi, Lizzie.
And all we're waiting for now is Anthony, who is also doing a Twitch stream. So, he's gonna have his Twitch stream followers listening to us as we play. So.
Uh-oh, maybe I should hide myself then.
Yeah, I had to switch browsers. I was on Safari, and that wasn't working for me. So
I'm on Safari too.
I switched over to Chrome, just in case.
I am on Firefox since we're all giving out our internet details.
Anybody using Opera?
I can use Opera. Do you guys want me to switch to Opera?
Okra. I'm just kidding.
It's the one for Wii, the browser. Do y'all know how to switch it where you can see everyone instead of it switching to?
I know that's annoying, isn't it, Patrick?
I feel like
Basically, you just have to hover it and double click it.
the horror movie's about to start every time.
I told you how you guys can do that. Did you hear me?
Double click. Oh, hover and double click. Wait.
Click on the face you want to see and double click.
Oh, wait, okay. Yeah, I'm on Vincent right now. Okay, yeah. Right, you go back to me. And okay, cool.
Does that help?
Yeah, you just click on the. That was. I should have known that. You just click on the face and then it goes to them.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, there's still all this stuff on the side. Effects.
Was I the person that introduced you to Google Hangouts, or did you use it before? Vincent.
I used it once or twice before.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So we have our full party here today. Do you guys all have your character sheets in some way or another?
Yeah, I think I have it downloaded somewhere. Hold on.
Okay, man.
Get it up at least.
All right, cool. Well, since we have some other people we all introduce ourselves and maybe just the character that we're playing. I know some of you don't know your characters that you're playing too well, but you can just say the name of the character. I'll start first. My name is Vincent Baker. We're playing Otherworlds today, which is a game that I've made. I spent many years working on this game, and especially the last 2 years is where I've really dedicated a lot of my free time into trying to make this work and trying to get this out to the public. And so I'm very happy to have my friends here with me playing this game, so this will be a lot of fun. So how about Anthony, how about you introduce yourself next?
Hi. Well, I'm getting... getting really weird echo.
Is it an echo from me?
I don't know where it's coming from. Hold on. Like you're still talking on my screen.
It seems like it's lagging then.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. You're gonna have to give me a minute. Everybody else can talk and introduce themselves. I'm gonna try to get this going.
All right, Patrick, you're up.
Hey, I'm Patrick. Let's see. I'm playing as Elsik, Brothan, a assassin. So,
All right, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a student at University of South Carolina, media arts. I want to go into film and television writing type stuff. And I've kind of been around Otherworlds for a long time. I haven't gotten super involved just because I've been around, but it's a lot of fun every time I play. So I'm happy to be able to do this Google Hangout because I don't live near Vincent anymore, so I can't.
Yeah, that's the biggest reason. I'm sure I'd see a lot more Patrick if he didn't have to live so far away. So, all right, Lizzie, how about you introduce yourself to all of us?
Okay.
I'm not really sure what to say because I could barely hear any of what y'all are saying. But I'm Lizzie, and I guess my character's name is Bella Jean.
Yep, that's correct. All right, and also you're a cosplayer, aren't you?
Oh yes, I'm a cosplayer.
Cool.
How long have you been a cosplayer?
Since 2011. I'm sorry. It's lagging in a way where I'm hearing past conversations.
Oh, well, I do apologize. I wish I could fix it.
You might want to re-enter.
Yeah, I'll re-answer.
All right, that sounds good. So, Bo, introduce yourself and your character.
I'm Bo. I'm playing Terox. He's a bounty hunter. I've been playing Otherworlds on and off for the past 2 years. Currently, been working in plants, stuff like that. So, nothing too special.
But you know what is special? You, Bo. You're special.
Vincent.
All right, Ike, you're up.
Oh, hi. I go by Ike or Icy, depending on how when you met me, where you met me, and etc. I basically play violin at conventions. So most people know me as the violin guy. Technically, right now, I'm playing as Taylor the Gun Girl.
Yeah, who is your favorite character because you like to go gun crazy on people?
Yes, it's completely against my personality, and that's the only reason why I do it.
I completely understand. You know, being a world master, I've gotten to play old women, fat men that love eating, trolls, and all kinds of things that I am not, hopefully.
What, you're not a fat person? Just like...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is going to be in YouTube. I gotta be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, no showing your butt crack or it will live on forever on the interwebs.
Oh gosh.
Alright, so once we get Anthony, we will play. So So I'm super sorry that it's taken a little while to get everyone caught up and everything. But this is our first time doing this, so there's gonna be hiccups involved and stuff. So that's understandable. It's okay.
What's this new con stat on the second row? I haven't seen the newer play sheets next to CHA and then luck.
Okay, let me pull out my character sheets that you're looking at, and I will let you know.
Okay, cool. Constitution, configuration.
Okay, hold on. Flipping through the pages. Why am I so unorganized? Okay, so what did you say this is?
This is Elsik,
Okay,
Vrothan Assassin.
and where at on his sheet?
Halfway down the bar that goes all the way across, it's CHA, and then con, luck.
Oh, vigilance, willpower, and then wisdom.
Yeah, before the stuff, the three before that.
Oh, it's bravery, concealment, and luck. I feel like I sent you the old sheet of him. So hold on.
It might be.
Yeah. Just give me one moment because the entail that.
Wow, that's really
Okay, so tell me if the new sheet fixed it. Wait, it's still sending. Still sending.
Unrelated note, I've been playing Marvel Heroes lately, and they released Doctor Doom a few days ago.
Oh, so I bet that would make Zach very happy.
Yeah, he's pretty great too. Play a summoner build.
That sounds pretty great. Alright, so Anthony is having troubles joining, so let me try to send him another link. Let's see. Alright, so Patrick, do you have your question answered or not about the character sheet?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's good to hear. Luckily, with a role-playing game, I think you guys will be all right without having to stare and know all these numbers and stuff. Just most of you have been through this before, so you just kind of tell me what you want to do, and your characters will do it, and it's as simple as that. So.
Oh yeah, since Lizzie's never played before, shouldn't you give her like a small introduction?
Yeah, I've thought about it. Sometimes it's just kind of easier just to kind of jump in, because if I explain it, it sounds really complicated, and I feel like it intimidates people. But I feel like if you play it, it's just like, oh, well, that was really easy.
Yeah, in my past experiences, that's been the best way to introduce somebody into it. Maybe let them go last on the stuff so they can see what other people
Yeah.
do first.
Yeah, I agree with that.
My girlfriend was asking a lot of questions, and I told her, I was like, it'll be better just to see it, and you'll catch on as we go.
Yeah, because if you try to explain it to someone, they're like, "Wow, that's the most complicated stuff I've ever heard," and you're like, "No, it's not really complicated. It's not too bad."
I'm hoping I got some really good cards after this. Oh, sorry, I went off topic.
How dare you go off topic? No, I'm just kidding. No, that's okay. I mean, we're pretty much waiting right now, so we can talk about whatever. We can just have a ball talking about anything.
Huh. So I think I'm gonna go with the blue-white deck for
Well, that sounds good.
Did y'all see Mad Max?
I have seen Mad Max. I thought I won't spoil the movie, but
I saw it, but it was good. I liked it.
yeah, I thought the movie was pretty good. I thought it was pretty solid. Do say so myself.
A lot of action, non-stop action.
Yeah, and they did it in a really interesting way though, to where they had the story kind of like entangled throughout the action, which is pretty cool.
And I really like the guitar guy.
Yeah, just shredding up there. Yeah.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, apparently if you stay for the credits, you'll see that they named like each individual person in the film, even if they were never named like in the video.
Oh, that's cool.
So like the guitar guy was called like the Doof or something.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
Anthony, we need you. I feel like for this video, I'm gonna have to put like show notes, like a podcast does, where it says from this time to this time, we're talking about Mad Max and random stuff. From this time to this time, we're actually playing Otherworlds.
You might have to do that.
Yeah.
Skip to this section of the video.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I'll do. I think that's a good idea. Good idea, Vincent.
Good idea.
Pat myself on the back.
Pat yourself on the back.
You should have a section. You should have a section where he goes. This is when Vincent goes third person on us.
Oh yeah, yeah. You guys missed one of my favorite campaigns yesterday. I had so much fun. Half of the campaign was it took place like in an orc dungeon, and I had to fight an orc named Greentooth, and it was like a really awesome fight. And then they had to save the king or whatever. And then they got him out, and the dungeon was crumbling. They had to escape, and then it just completely turned into something else because they went to the desert and basically had to catch a guy with vehicles, and it turned like all Mad Max in the campaign. So it's pretty
No
great.
pressure on us. No pressure on us to make this one better.
Oh, all the pressure. Not, honestly though, it's more. I think it's actually more on me. I think it's more up to me on how good
It's all
the
about you, isn't it?
No.
I'm just messing.
Honestly, good players matter too. I think it's about 50-50. Because sometimes I feel like I do like the best I can, but the players that are playing are so, I won't say bad, but they're so like they don't want to help me out at all. Like they want to like constantly try to ruin every.
I remember a couple guys like that.
Yeah, and the problem is like it's cool because you can do whatever you want in a role-playing game, but the problem like with some people is they try to make it all about themselves and not about the team or the group they're in. So they want this sort of like subsection campaign all to themselves, and they don't want they want to ruin everyone else's time of having fun, and that can be a problem. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one time Vincent was just like, "Yeah, I'm the world master," and a meteor falls on you. You're dead. Go away.
And then of course they revoke what they do, and they're like, "Okay, I won't do that." I'm like, "Okay, your guy's not dead. It's okay. I forgive you."
The world has forgiven you.
But yesterday it was so sad because usually I don't kill off characters, and I don't purposely kill off characters. It has to happen like within the story. It just has to happen naturally based on how the dice roll. And there was a dwarf that died yesterday, and it was so sad because he managed to raise his own dwarf army. He had like he was basically like Gimli in everyone's eyes, and like he ended up dying to a mind flare that basically wrapped its tentacles around his head and sucked his brain out. As everyone was leaving the orc dungeon, and then they just see this mind flare and over pseudo Gimli as he's like trying to swing his axe, but he was too weak, and all of his dwarf members were dead, and yeah, it was terrible.
Tragic.
Yeah, and then someone else died too, another NPC. But this guy was an NPC. He wasn't controlled by a player, but he was much beloved because his name was Easy Huzzah, That was his whole thing. He was a wizard, and he'd throw flowers on people.
Oh, like Abracadaniel.
Yeah. He's basically Abracadaniel, but in other worlds, and he ended up dying because he got ate by a worm, like a gigantic worm in the desert. But he got ate with his friend, and then they managed to escape, but he escaped unconscious, and then the worm upchucked a bunch of acid, and so the guy rolled out of the way, but he couldn't save his friend in time, Hizzy Huzzah, who had acid just just spill out on top of him and completely melted him. And yeah, that guy like he got so like upset that Hizzy Huzzah died, and I kind of was upset with his voice and just been like Hizzy Huzzah. All right.
Background. I'm gonna have to uh, switch my view.
Hey, Lizzie, is it lagging too much for you right now?
Right now it's fine. It was just really lagging earlier.
Yeah.
I didn't really hear anybody correctly.
All right, cool. Well, it's working. Do you guys think we should start now, or do you think we should wait? I haven't heard anything from Anthony, so I'm not sure.
Isn't Anthony supposed to be doing the Twitch stream?
Yeah, but I mean, this is still going up on YouTube, so I mean, we still have something. But yeah, he is on Twitch, but he's also in a League of Legends game whenever he was talking to us, so he was like trying to multitask.
That's kind of hard to do. That's probably why he was so laggy, is because he was playing League of Legends.
Yeah, honestly though, he has a supercomputer. Like that guy has like the most awesome computer setup possible.
But see, it's not the computer, it's the internet connection.
Oh, that is true, but yeah. But just saying, he has like the best setup for a computer possible. It's really awesome.
Well, those only last a year.
Yeah, computers do get outdated pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so do you guys want to start, and then we can just have him join in somewhere in the campaign if he manages to join?
If there's not been any word back, then best to just go ahead and get things rolling.
Yeah, we can do that.
Alrighty, well, cue non-existent music because we are about to begin.
You could open the YouTube app and play some music.
Listen to existent music.
The only thing I'm worried about pulling up the YouTube app is,
Copyrights?
yeah, like, are they going to get me for, you know,
We're gonna get you.
they're gonna get me, man, they're gonna get me.
Or just get non-copyrighted music.
I don't,
I've got some non-copyrighted music. It might not apply to the situation because after like anything before 1920,
6?
26, he's got it. The violinist knows. Their copyright is overrun. So an old like BioShock era.
yeah, I should have done the BioShock campaign tonight. I knew it. Yeah, this is going to be a lot more about mountainous regions, layers, caves, that kind of thing. So, all right. Well, we'll just start. That way we don't get busted for copyright or whatever. That would be tragic. I don't want my video pulled down because of that. I've already had to deal enough with that issue.
Yeah.
Mad. Okay, so is everyone ready?
Yep.
Okay, so basically your characters are all meeting in the city of Allure, which is on the planet Zepidin. And the reason why you guys are meeting here is because this city has been having a problem with a dragon named Cradelfex that has been demolishing and ravaging their people. And so they have brought you guys in. They basically hired you guys to go find this dragon in its lair and go take it out. Simple as that. If you take out the dragon, they will reward you handsomely with some money and with a nice feast in your honor. So yeah, so you guys are now in the city of Allure. You see that there are tons of people walking around. These are all Rakti, which, for those of you that do not know, Rakti are basically, they look very elf-like. They tend to have very unnatural colored hair, and this race is very nomadic. They tend to be very scavenger-like. But yeah, so you're wandering around this town, and you guys are greeted by a very hefty guy. Has a big, long, pointy ears. He has a big, bright red beard, and he's like, "Well, hello there. My name is Kega, and you must be here to kill the dragon. Who are you?"
I am Taylor.
Nice to meet you, Taylor.
I'm Elsik. What'd you say your name was?
My name is Kega.
Kager.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Kager.
Nice to meet you too.
You have any news about what's going on?
Yeah, so there's this bloody dragon that's been ravaging our town named Cradelfex. That's why we're bringing you in here to take him out. If you do that for us, we'll have a nice feast in your honor.
Have you sent anybody else out to take out the dragon?
Yes, we have. Unfortunately, my men aren't quite strong enough to take him out. So, yeah, dragons can be a pain in the arse, if you know what I'm talking about.
I do. I don't suppose you know any weaknesses for us to exploit.
Well, dragon doesn't have many weaknesses, but I'm sure if you shoot it and stab it enough, it should die.
That'll do.
All right, so what can I do you for?
Can you point us in the right direction?
Yeah, sure. I got some vehicles out back. I'll take you there. I can take you right to the mouth of the canyon on where this beast lies.
Okay, he's in the canyon?
Yeah, he's down there somewhere. He has a lair.
Or he's down in the canyon. If we walk in, he's not going to be perched up and fly down on us.
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't sound too sure about your information. What are the other people in our group? Lizzie, Bo, and Ace. What kind of characters are y'all?
I'm a bounty hunter.
Okay, bounty hunter.
Hand cannon.
I couldn't quite hear you. Lee.
Oh, me? I'm a gunslinger.
Okay, cool. Sweet. And Ace is also a gunslinger.
I'm a gun girl.
Gun girl. Okay, sorry. Okay, a lot of gun people. Do you want to ask?
More guns, the better, I say.
Let's see if anybody else wants to help us. Ask him if he knows anybody who is daring and brave enough to join us.
All right, so who's asking Kager about if there's anyone else that will join?
I'll ask.
All
Is
right.
there anybody that's going to join us?
Well, I mean, you have a party right here, don't you?
But there's only 6 people.
Someone who's familiar with the territory would be useful. A scout.
Ah, I see. Well, you can have me come along. I love a good fight.
What are your skills? What are you good at?
Well, aside from eating a lot, I have a pretty good aim with my rifle.
Okay.
I also know the land better than anyone else around these parts.
All right. Sounds good. Happy to have you with us.
Happy to be joining.
All right. Are y'all ready to go?
Might as
Yeah,
well.
why not?
All
All
right.
right, cool. All right, so you guys follow Keeger back into his garage of sorts. It's just this huge garage full of all these different vehicles, and he gets in this big this huge kind of like rigged setup thing, this huge like gun-mounted bus of sorts that you'd see in some kind of post-apocalyptic movie, and he's like, "All right, everybody, Get in.
Okay.
I want to ride on top.
Is it possible? Is it possible to have a secondary vehicle too?
All right, so you want to ask him that?
Yeah. I'll try and ask him that.
Okay, so he looks at you and he says, strokes his beard a bit, and he's like, "Man, you rotten folk are weird. Uh, okay, you can take one of my cycles over there if you want." He points to this hover bike to the side.
I say thank you and say he can have my share of the feast if everything goes well.
Ho ho ho! Believe me, I'll definitely want it.
All right, so I'm gonna get on the hover bike and kind of ride alongside y'all.
All right, so you guys take off into the deserted kind of place. It's not. I won't say this is a desert. There's some trees and stuff everywhere, but there is some sands mixed in and all this stuff. So it's an oasis of sorts. So as you guys are traveling, you have Terox on the top of the vehicle, just silently staring off in the destination. For you guys that don't know, Terox he's a Vanticar. So he's basically part dragon. So he has these big long horns sticking out of his head. He has a full helmet on and all that stuff. So he's just kind of like riding on the top. And Patrick, you realize that Elsik is kind of doing this thing as he's trying to ride because the sun's really bright. And you're like, man, I should have grabbed an umbrella or something. Not used to this. You're kind of more used to the darkness, and yeah, this light's kind of bothering you a bit. But yeah, you're not driving into a tree, so you're okay.
Speak of the shade, try and stay under the trees.
Okay, good idea. So
I go back and ask if anybody has some sunglasses or goggles. Do any of y'all have sunglasses?
Okay.
No? Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have sunglasses.
Alright.
Okay. So let's see. So you guys. Okay, so you guys make it to the edge of this valley, and so okay, you guys can see my hands. It's cool. I'm trying to balance it, and so you guys are on the edge, and it goes down deep, and Krieger basically tells you that the dragon, to get to the dragon, you're gonna have to go down and then straight forward. If that makes any sense.
Can I look through my sniper rifle scope and kind of scout the area?
Yeah. Okay. So you pull out your sniper rifle scope and you start scouting the area down below. As you're scouting the area, you notice a little proghorn pup. And what a proghorn is it looks almost like some sort of goat that has long these horns that kind of go in and then out, and it's just kind of laying there. It looks like it's asleep, and it appears to be it's on one of the ledges below you.
Okay. Let me ask the group, ask them what they think. They can look through my scope and see what they think about the sleeping foghorn.
Okay. So you guys all take a look through the scope, and you guys see the same proghorn that he sees. It's just kind of resting there. Is there anything in particular that you guys want to do with this little bitty proghorn?
I'm gonna go eat it.
So you want to go try to climb the ledge down and try to eat it?
Yes.
I'll stay up at the top of the ledge and cover him with my sniper rifle.
All right. So as you're preparing to travel down the ledge, Keeger's kind of like looking out of the vehicle, and he's like, "A man that likes to eat too. I like that guy." So Bo, why don't you roll for agility to make sure that your guy can make it down this? You can either You can either roll for agility or roll for strength. Your choice.
I'll do strength.
All right, and tell me what you get.
I got a 6.
All right, so you see, okay, you see Terox is trying to climb down this ledge. You see that he's being very careful and stuff. You know, he's a bounty hunter, so he's been around different types of terrain. You know, this isn't his first trip to the rodeo. So he's managing to climb down, and all of a sudden, one of the rocks breaks off, and you see that he's about to fall, and then he catches himself. And then he manages to climb down to the pup that's resting beneath him. So now that this pup is right beneath you, what do you want to do?
Sneak attack. Jump on it.
You just want to like dogpile it?
And as I go diving, I'll use my hand cannon to shoot it in the head.
Okay, so roll a d6 and then add it to your primary attack.
D17.
Okay, so give me 1 second to get what I need. You're a little cruel, Bo. or Terox, I should say. All right, so as you go to jump on the proghorn pup and you go to shoot, it hears you. It hears you as soon as you go to fire off the gun. You see it look at you and it just shot. And I won't get into graphic detail on this, but needless to say, this little pup is now dead. And honestly, you blasted it so much that there's not really much left to consume for you. Although you possibly could bring it up for Elsik, who might savor some of the blood that's all over the body of this pup.
We can do that.
Just, you have like a bottle or something you can put it in? Because I don't want to like drink it off of the body. I mean, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Or a flask or whatever.
Alright, so as soon as you
okay.
say that, Keeger's like, "Hey, I got plenty of flask over here."
Yeah, high five.
All right, so he gives you the high five, and he pulls out a flask, and then you start putting some of the blood in it. But as this is going on, you start hearing some sort of yelp.
Can I use?
And
Oh, sorry. Can I use
go ahead.
my blood hunter bodies? And let's see, 10 feet per intelligence. I've got 4 intelligence, so like 40 feet around me. To see if there are any warm bodies around me besides us guys.
All right, roll a d6 and tell me what you get.
This is the only one I have. This works.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. Okay, I got.
You got a 6?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get to roll again.
Okay.
Anytime you roll a 6 in Otherworlds, you get to roll another time. It's known as a critical. So, yeah, just for all of our viewers out there.
2.
All right, so you got a total of 8 plus your blood hunter skill. As soon as you start trying to sense for blood and everything, you notice that something is approaching you from behind, and it's approaching you fast. So everyone roll for initiative. So how initiative then is you want to roll a dice and then add it to your speed. So for Bella Jean's case, she has 3 plus 2, so she'll have 5 plus whatever you roll in the d6.
Okay. I rolled 3, and my speed is 35.
Oh wait, no, that's on the old sheet. He has 4 speed.
Oh, sorry. Where's the? Okay, speed is 3 plus 2. And
Yeah.
then I rolled 3. Okay. So I got 8.
Okay, so you have a total of 8. Okay, so
A total of
Taylor.
9.
Okay, so 8, 9. What do you have, Taylor?
Oh, what? Sorry. You want me to roll something?
Roll for initiative.
All right. I got a 2,
Okay. Then add that to your speed.
which is 7.
All right. And Bella Jean, can you roll for your initiative as well?
Alright, which one do I roll here?
Okay. You want to roll a 6-sided dice. If you don't have one on you, you can click on the there's apps on the side. One's called Dice Stream.
Oh, hey.
I'm on that one. It has a bunch of different dice I could roll.
Okay, so the one that has the number 6 on it, you want to click the plus sign to the right of it, and then it'll
Okay.
yeah, and then click a roll. Okay, so you got 2.
So did she get a 2?
Yeah, I got a 2.
So then
Okay.
she has a 7 too.
Okay, yeah. So Bella Jean has a 5, and since you rolled a 2, it would be a total of 7. So you and Ike will go at the same time, or your characters will basically, act at the same time. Okay. Terox, you have the initiative. So as Elsik senses something coming, he just tells everyone, he's like, something's behind us, and you turn around and you see a large proghorn basically charging at you guys. So you can assume that you just basically murdered, its little pup, and it's pretty mad at you. So it's charging at you.
I yell, "Victory will be mine," and start running towards it.
Is anybody still by our big, heavily armored and weaponized vehicle?
Keeger is still in the vehicle.
Ask Keeger if he can. Y'all there? If y'all could stop them, that would be nice.
Well, it's only one proghorn.
Okay.
But you want to ask Keeger if he can like put the thing in reverse and just like start shooting it with the vehicle.
Actually, let me try and shoot it with my shoot it in the leg with my nightmare rifle.
Okay, so so Bo, was you finished with your turn when you started saying victory will be mine and you charged towards it, or is there something else you wanted to do?
As I charged towards it, I was going to shoot it with my hand cannon,
Okay.
and as I got in melee range, stab it with my advancer blade.
Okay, so it's going to be a little bit too far to be able to stab it at melee range, but you will be able to shoot it at a pretty close distance.
All right.
All right, so you'll want to roll a d6 and add it to your primary attack.
19.
All right, so you got 19. All right, so you managed to you managed to land a successful shot. You shoot it right in the belly of the beast, so to speak. Just like right at its body, and it's bleeding, but it's still very intent on charging at you for hurting, not only hurting him, but the pup as well. So Elsik, it is now your turn.
How strong is it? Pretty strong, or is it kind of limping towards us?
It's still going full blast. I mean, it seems to be losing a lot of blood. So you assume that Terox put a pretty good hole in this thing, but it's very intent on continuing.
I'm gonna try and shoot it in one of the legs. So if it falls, it won't run right into Terox. It'll fall to one side or the other. Heard of that?
Yeah, you can. Okay, so roll and then add it to your character's primary attack.
Just my attack, not my weapon? Or is the weapon modifier?
I have it added up on your character sheets. For the primary attack, it has all the modifiers and stats and everything already added up for you, so it can just be easier for you.
Okay. I rolled a 3. And my primary attack is. Is it the first or the second one on the sheet?
It's the first one is for your nightmare rifle, and then the second one's for your
Okay.
assassin's
Yeah, that
katana.
makes sense. Okay, I rolled a 3, and I have a 12 for primary attack, so that's 15.
Yep. Okay, so you go to try to aim carefully at its leg, and before you know it, you're looking through the scope, and you see that it's so close. You kind of like lose sight of where it's at, and all of a sudden it's right on top of you, and it goes to try to flail you up into the air. So roll to try to dodge it with your agility.
Got a 6 on the first roll. Can I roll again?
Okay,
Or do you-
so you got a 6.
Yeah.
Oh wait! I forgot. So it rolled a counter attack on you, which means that you actually don't get a roll. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. So it counterattacked you. It counterattacked you. So you get hit for 22. Which will actually wait, hold on, 13, 6. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I told you wrong. You get hit for 16, and that will be subtracted from your defense, since that was a counterattack. So you will take 13 damage. 3 is absorbed by your guard, so you take 10 damage, so you're at 4 health.
Okay.
So, yeah, so basically, you go to try to, you see Terox shoots it, leaves a pretty good hole in it. It's finally caught up to you as you're trying to find it. You go to shoot, but you miss, and it just flails you up into the air. You go flinging around as you have the blood coming out of you, kind of spiral with you, and you fall to the ground, just kind of like laying prone, like, oh, like, what just happened? Okay, and now it's turn because that was its reaction to your attack. So now it's going to try to take out Terox, who is pretty close to you. So Terox is going to charge you, and it's going to try to hit you with one of its horns. And really good.
Who are we waiting for?
We're waiting on Bo to roll for defense or agility, depending if he wants to defend it or evade it.
I'm gonna roll to defend. I have 11 total.
All right. Actually, you have 9. The 2's already added in. I already have it added in there for you. Oh, you mean 11 total after you roll? Sorry. Okay, sorry. That's one thing that makes playing online a little bit tougher, because usually I can see the rolls and it's easier to tell. But anyways, okay, so it ends up dealing 19 points of damage to you, because it got a critical success. So right after stick up into the air, you're kind of like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, and you go to try to aim your gun at it, but before you get a chance to, it flails you up in the air, so you kind of suffer the same fate as Elsik as you're falling to the ground. You're laying there too, right beside Elsik, and you're like, hey buddy,
Hey.
we've seen better days.
Guard, so I'd be at what, 4 health?
Yeah, you guys are both at 4 health now.
I'm kind of glaring at Bo accusingly
I think I made a bad
for
idea.
causing this problem. I don't say anything. I'm just glaring at him, shaking my head.
Yep, and then you see Kager's in the car watching all this unfold, and he's like, oh!
No.
Alright, so it's Taylor and Bella Jean's turn, so you guys can choose who wants to kind of go first and tell me what you want to do. and whatever you guys do, it will happen at the same time if you guys want it to.
I can let Liz go. Do you want me to go first, Liz, or shall I go first, Liz?
I guess you could go first.
All right, I'll go first then. So my choices are I can shoot it, right?
You can shoot it, or you can heal one of your downed comrades who are both severely wounded.
I'll shoot it just because I want to get rid of all of this, so then it won't attack us again.
Clear and present danger. Good idea.
Because I only have a few heal things, and it's not gonna really heal much. So might as well stop the attacking force. So basically, I want to use my common thing where I unload everything I can possibly do with dual wielding, and everything.
All right, that sounds good. So your first roll will be 18. Wait, it'll be 15 plus whatever you roll.
All right. So first, I can just do my roll. Push 2. Is that with burst fire and everything?
Yeah, you'll want to roll 2 dice for burst fire.
Alright, so I'll burst fire it. So here's another one. Another 2. Hey guys, dang, I'm so unlucky today.
Well, Snake Eyes is 2 ones, but yeah, that's not as lucky as what you normally get. But all right, so
Because it's electronics.
yeah, it's the electronics interfering with your luck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so so now roll for your pistol.
Pistol. Alright. One more to go. Let's see. Roll. Can I luck that?
Yes, you can. So basically, by using luck, you're able to reroll your dice. You're only limited by how much luck your character has. So, for example, let's see, Bella Jean has 5 luck. So during this campaign today, Lizzie, you can reroll up to 5 rolls, which is more than any of the other characters because she's the luckiest.
That's very useful.
Roll. Gosh, dang it! Look at this! 4 2s!
It's nice to see that my unluckiness is rubbing off on you.
We're not even gonna see the dragon, guys.
You guys are all gonna die by the big goat.
Look, you have to understand, the probability of having 4 2s on a computer simulated thing is very unlucky. Or very lucky in a way if you think about it, if your goals is 2.
Yeah, so so you just play. This is how it's done, and you just start shooting guns at this goat, and you're just kind of hitting the ground. You start the dust from you hitting the ground is basically making a smoke screen for this huge goat that you can no longer see. So you're unable to actually hit it anymore because you just pretty much dusted the ground.
Okay, well at least I didn't get hurt by it, because he can't see anymore.
Did he kick up a cloud of dust so he can't see what's going on anymore?
Yeah, hopefully not, unless it has some sort of super senses that you're not aware of. Alright, so Bella Jean, you can now choose whatever you want to do. You can do anything you want to in the game. Usually in combat you want to fight, but you technically could say you could really do whatever you want. You could hop in the car with Keeger. You could go try to pick up Elsik and carry him off. You could try to push Taylor. I mean, you could do whatever you want. Like whatever you want to do, just let me know, and that will be your turn.
I guess I could hop in the car and use like a weapon from there to see if I can like hit the goat finally.
All right, yeah. So you can hop into like the passenger seat and kind of arm the gun, and then just try to shoot the gun to fire at the big proghorn. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see all this is going down, and you're like, okay, obviously these basic guns isn't going to do anything. So you holster your 2 revolvers, and you run. You just quickly kind of jump up to the car on the turret, and you start aiming down towards where this is. So roll a d6 and tell me what you get.
Back door. I got a 1.
Okay.
I use one of my lucks, I guess.
Oh yeah. So you can use your luck. This is the perfect chance to use it because you rolled a 1. That could be really bad. So re-roll the dice.
I got a 2.
Okay, that's a little bit better because
Yeah, can I do it again?
you're limited to changing the roll once per roll. So
Okay.
yeah, but a 2 is better than a 1 because if you had the 1, then you would risk shooting Elsik and Terox. You might actually had player killed both of them in the result of a 1. So at least
The 2 is better.
at least for the 2, you just start you go to fire this machine gun turret, and you realize that the ammunition is actually there's no ammunition loaded into the turret. And so you just look back at Kiger and you're like, "Are you kidding me?" And he's like, "I'm sorry, I sold all my ammunition for some food, okay?"
Ask Keeger if he can ram it with his big giant truck.
He's like, "Good idea." And and I'm sorry if I'm changing accents. I didn't really practice Kiger's voice very much, so yeah, he might switch through the different motions as we're playing. Okay, so he puts this big van thing in reverse, and he goes to try to back up over it. So I'm about to roll for him. All right, so luckily he didn't critically fail, or at least I don't think so. Hold on. Okay, yeah, he didn't critically fail, so he didn't run over Elsik and Terox. As funny as that would be. He's like, beep, 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 and you're like, no. All right, so yeah, you see that he just quickly tries to put this thing in reverse, and he starts backing it up swiftly. And from out of the dust, you see this proghorn lunging towards Terox and Elsik as it's about to stab both its horns into both you guys while you're on the ground. You guys think that this is going to be the end of you. You see that your life is flashing before your eyes. You think of the best moments you've ever had. And all of a sudden, it just gets rammed into the back, and it goes, and it just, it's gone. So it is now defeated, to say the least. And Keeger is like, well, that's how it's done. All right. So what do you guys want to do now?
Can I crawl over to the body and try and drink some of the blood? Don't even care about my flask rule anymore. Just try and crawl over there.
All right. So you just start crawling over. You're kind of like army crawling towards this proghorn. You just kind of like you're almost. It's hard for you to even keep yourself up. So you just kind of like fall into the body of blood, and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna do that on the camera because but yeah, okay. You start for you guys that don't know, he's basically playing like a vampire, so that's why he has this bloodlust. It's not because Patrick's crazy or weird. So you start getting some of this blood. So roll a d6 to see how much blood you get from this.
1.
Okay.
I
So
can't get up in my mouth. I'm so tired.
okay. So you get healed by 1, and you just realize that that most of the blood soaked into the sands and the ground because of the sun towering above has just been so strong that the blood is now not to even be tasted anymore.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry.
I'll spit out the sand and glare at Bo's character again. for causing this.
Alright, so you're glaring at Terox. Alright, so Kiger's like, alright, enough's okay. Okay, we gotta go take out this dragon. We can't let some proghorn beast, wildebeest thing take us out here. And now I'm sounding redneck. Okay.
Daggone, wildebeest come through.
Daggone wildebeest came and attacked us. We gotta go fight the dragon.
Get your
Okay.
priorities straight.
So he's like, all right, come on, let's go. With enough hissy fitting around, let's just go.
He started out British and then
I forgot how to do the accent. I forgot his voice. Okay. Okay, it's not this, but usually I have it like more practice, but I've never done this character before. Okay. So he's like, all right, let's get down in there, okay?
While we're progressing forward, I ask him if he has any food to share to help heal us up, since we just got ripped apart by a goat.
Huh.
How's a goat so strong, anyways?
Well, see, this isn't a goat; it's a proghorn. It looks like a goat, but it's gigantic.
a giant goat, guys. Not not a normal sized goat.
Yeah, and not only is it a giant goat, but it has scales. So it has a very tough exterior.
I think that was left off, or maybe lag didn't let me know that.
Isn't there still some blood in the flask from earlier?
Yeah. Can someone feed that to me because I'm too weak to move? It's in my right pocket.
I'll go over there and I'll do that.
Thank you.
All right, so Patrick, roll another d6.
4.
Okay, this time you heal 8.
Oh, sweet. So 5 plus 8. Okay, I'm back up to 14.
Can he drink his partner's blood?
He can drink any of you guys' blood if you guys are okay with it.
Oh, I thought another person was hurt. So
The Barathan?
yeah.
No one else in your party is a Barathan.
Yeah, so I can't help anybody. Can I turn someone into a prophet?
Nope, you do not. That is a skill, but you do
I
not.
don't have it yet. Okay.
Yeah, it's more of a pure-blooded skill.
Can we help him Bo into the vehicle? Or is he in the vehicle already?
No, he's not. But Bo is actually Terox is a little bit tougher, so he's kind of stumbling to. He kind of stumbles to Keeger, and he asks him if he has any food to share.
Okay,
Keeger,
yeah.
you guys, and he's like, food, yes. To share, not so sure. Starts stroking his beard. He's like,
Do you want this dragon dead or not?
I mean, believe me, I want this dragon dead, but it's food. I love food.
But I need my strength to battle the dragon.
Alright, so see if you can inspire him to give you some food. Roll for bravery, so you'll get a +2 to whatever you roll.
I rolled a 6.
Awesome. So it seems that you bringing up that if he wants this dragon dead, then he better give you some food has actually worked. And he's like, well, if the dragon attacks again and we lose all of our food, then I won't have any food to eat. Therefore, I shall share some of my food with you. Alright, so you see that he to his vehicle in the back. He kind of opens up the doors, and you see a bunch of what looks to be gigantic turkey legs, and he goes to hand you one.
One, that's all.
He's like, all right, okay, and he hands you 3.
Okay, 3 will do.
All right, so roll a d6 and then add 6 to whatever you get.
11.
All right, so that's how much you heal.
Back up to 15.
All right, well, let's go down into that canyon. And so the thing is you guys can't actually take his big vehicle into the canyon. Instead, you have to climb down this ladder into the crevice of the canyon. So,
I'll stay at the top to watch through my scope while they're climbing down the ladder. Is that okay?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, so Patrick, roll a sight check, and that's not on your sheet actually, but you get -4 during the daylight. So whatever you roll, subtract 4 from it.
I rolled a 4, so I can't see anything.
Yeah, all you see is the bright sun just blinding you, and you're like, why? Why does the sun have to be out? Why is it so bright on this planet?
I'll remind them all if they run into any sunglasses. I would like those.
Alright, so the party acknowledges your sunglass request as they are climbing down and descending the ladder. Now everyone's made it safely to the bottom. They haven't encountered any danger, so Elsik, do you wish to accompany them now?
Yeah, I'll get on the ladder now.
Alright, so make an agility check for me.
Do I roll?
Yeah, roll and then add it to your agility.
Okay, cool. I rolled a 1, and my agility is 10 plus 2, so that's 13.
Alright, so as Elsik's making his way down, it seems like this ladder has seen better days, and it actually starts falling backwards. And you try to climb on top of it, and you jump off, and you try to roll out of the damage that you take from the fall. Roll a you take 1 point of damage from this fall.
Okay.
So you're mostly okay. Just kind of hurt a little bit.
You stub your toe.
No!
My Verothan toe. All right. So as you guys are making your way down, you see that there you actually see that there is this you see that there's this cave up ahead. That's on the side of the wall. And you ask Keith about it, and you ask if that's where the dragon lies, and he says that he's like, well, I don't recall that cave. I don't know what they're doing there. But that's not where the dragon lies. So, what do you guys want to do?
I want to go inside the cave.
Can I see if I'm in the cave? Because it's not super sunny.
Yeah, you will not. You will be able to see way better. You'll actually be able to see better than anyone else inside the cave.
Okay, I'd like to join him in the cave.
Okay, so you guys just both want to roll. Go into the cave. Terox and Belagine, what do you guys want to do as they are going to enter the cave? Do you guys want to follow them, or do you guys want to stay outside, or what?
Is there another entrance somewhere else?
From what you can tell, there's only this one sort of open entrance of the cave, and there isn't any other entrance that you can see.
Fine. Well, I'll go with them.
All right. What about you, Terox?
I shall stand outside until I hear screams of distress.
Okay, so Belagine, Elsik, and Taylor roll a d6 and then add it to your character's strength.
Um, 5
Got 2.
plus 4, 9.
I have 11.
So I guess I have a 7 altogether.
Okay. So, as you three start making your way into the cave, Keeger and standing outside just talking about food and what they enjoy eating. And you guys, as soon as you guys go into the entrance, these tentacles wrap around Elsik and Taylor and grab you guys and jerk you in. And they went for Bella Jean, but she kind of like backed up a little bit, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, have fun, guys." So yeah, currently you guys are grappled by these strange squid-like, octopus-like creatures that have their tentacles wrapped all around you, and they appear to be wearing a cloak of sorts, and they have these two tentacle arms that are kind of wrapped around you, and it appears that they're now trying to eat you. So, everyone roll for initiative. So roll a d6. Yeah, roll 1d6 and then add it to your speed.
Roll.
I got 4.
2 plus 5, 7.
Okay, I have 8 plus. Let's see. You said speed?
Yep.
5. So 8 plus 5 is 13.
Okay. Terox, what do you got?
I had a 10 total.
All right. So Taylor, you're up first. Currently you're cold, so you're going to have to try to make a strength check to try to escape from this horrible mollusk that has you contained within its tentacles.
Okay. So let me strength check. I have 5 right now, so let's 1d6, right?
Yep.
So let's roll. 2. I have 7.
All right. So as you're trying to break free from these tentacles, your arms are pinned up against them. So you're kind of squished like this, and you're trying to focus all the strength that you can muster, but you're ultimately still stuck within its grasp. So you're unable to move. So now it is Terox's turn.
I'm assuming someone squilled and I heard a distress call. So I run in, see what's going on. I do fire conjure to make my melee weapon do burn damage and go to slice at the tentacles.
I believe your guy, if I'm not mistaken, I think your guy has lightning conjure.
On the sheet it has a lightning breath and a fire conjure.
Oh, well, that was a misprint on my part. So that was my fault, but he has lightning conjure. My bad. Yeah, you're right. I see it right here, but yeah, it's lightning conjure.
I suppose I can do that. Sorry
Yeah.
if y'all get electrocuted.
Yeah, it's still going to be effective. All right, so roll for your primary attack for the advancer blade, which is 17.
I'm the luck. Didn't really help. 18. No, 19.
All right, so with trying to cut the one that's grappling Elsik, the one that's grappling Taylor, or are you going to try to find another one in the room and attack that one?
I will do the one that's grappling Taylor because it's a gunslinger.
Taylor's the soldier.
No, I'm a gun girl, apparently.
Well, she's okay. She's
I'll do.
yeah. She's the gun girl, but yeah, there's a gunslinger too, which is Lizzie.
I'll do Patrick's character since he'll be going next in rotation.
Okay. So you just run in there and you find it's kind of hard for you to see, but you just imbue your since you have an advancer blade, it kind of folds out like a transformer type sword, if you can imagine that. So you just kind of run in there, whip it, and then it goes, and you see that as it's flipping up, you see that it starts having lightning crawl up it, and this once dark cave that you could not see becomes quickly illuminated enough for you to see thanks to your lightning, and you just go to hack the tentacles, that are holding Elsik in place. So roll 1d6 for the shock damage for me.
I got a.
You said that you got a 1?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. So Patrick, you take 1 shock damage,
Right.
and the as you go to swing down, you notice that this thing is it appears to be severely weak to electricity, and it starts making this blood curdling scream that a squid would make. It's like, and it just starts becoming. You start seeing fumes come from the lightning is searing its flesh, and it just collapses to the ground as it releases Patrick. And Patrick kind of got jolted a bit, which kind of damaged his guard, but he seems to be okay. All right, so next up is Bella Jean. So you're at the entrance of the cave currently. You're seeing all this go down. What do you want?
I guess I could go in there. Is it still lit up from the sword?
Yeah, it's lit up enough for you to see with like little to no problem. So it's not pitch black, so you should be okay as far as in being able to see.
Well, since he's released, I guess I could like shoot the other tentacle to let go. Like, can I put like a fire thing on that as well? +1 fire or burn.
That's one of his skills, and Bella Jean doesn't quite have that. But let's see. With Bella Jean, you have the ability to at any point you can spend one of your points of luck to make your dice roll a 6 automatically. So if you roll bad, you can use a point of luck to make it a 6. But it's only it has a critical. It just makes the attack that much better.
Okay, so I guess I'll roll and see what happens.
All right, cool. So roll 1d6.
I got a 1.
All right, and okay, so you'd add that to your primary attack, which is 14, so you got a total of 15. Now, one of Bella Jean's cool traits is she can dual wield without having a floating penalty. So you're able to roll again and attack with the second revolver as well. So go ahead and make a second roll for the second revolver.
I got a 4.
Okay, so you got a 4, which adds to the 14, so you have a 15 and an 18. So you kind of step in there, you kind of go in a little cautiously, I assume, since the tentacles try to grab you and you avoid it. But you walk in and you see that your good friend Taylor is wrapped up in the tentacles and stuff. You just kind of walk in, you shoot, you miss the first shot. It goes right by the head of this squid thing, and you kind of carefully aim the second shot, and you shoot right dead in the center of its forehead, and it falls backwards and collapses as it releases Taylor. So yeah, you successfully killed that thing. Now there appears to only be one more left, and it approaches Elsik, and this one appears to be red. The other ones were kind of like a dark purplish blue, and this one seems to be almost glowing red, so you're not sure what's up with that. But it's going to spray a cloud of red ink at Elsik. So I'll need you to roll for willpower, so add 1d6 and add that to your willpower.
I rolled a 1, and I don't have any willpower.
Alright, so 0 willpower. Or like a he doesn't have a modifier for his willpower. This thing just approaches you from out of the shadows. You see it coming, but before you can react, it sprays this ink, this red mist onto you, and it just kind of covers around you, and you're kind of coughing like, and you start feeling really angry and just mad about this whole situation. You're like, why am I being picked on today? Why is this all happening to me? I would way rather just be sitting in my throne room on some dark planet, observing the stars and the moon, and drinking a glass of blood. But instead, I'm having all this happen to me, and so you become enraged, and now your character is berserk. So you will now you'll have double attack. You will attack enemies at random until you will attack targets at random until you're no longer berserk. So so Patrick, it is now your turn. So I'm going to roll to see who you are going to attack. So we'll say let's do it this way. I'll roll on screen. So we'll say Ike will be 1, Bo will be 2, Lizzie will be 3, Keeger will be 4, and then we'll re-roll if it's a 5 or 6.
So you want me to roll?
Okay.
Or are you gonna roll?
I rolled.
Okay.
For some reason, it's not showing up on the screen. Okay. Anyways, I rolled a 2. So Terox Elsik just starts running at you with his sword in hand, and he's gonna try to cleave you because he's so pissed off. So Patrick, I need you to roll for your attack with your sword.
Okay. I roll a 1, and my sword attack is 4.
Well, and then it adds to your attack, which is 5.
So 9, 10.
You have a total of 10. Okay, so Bo. Oh, but since your berserk, it gets doubled, so you have 20.
Oh jeez.
So Terox, why don't you roll for defending against this?
I got a 14.
Okay, so Terox, you take 6 damage. So you just start seeing him just start trying to slice you with a sword as he's filled with all this anger and rage. He's just really blind with rage, and you start the attacks are like deflecting off your armor at first, but then he manages to make a large gash right across your chest right here. That draws some blood on you and hurts you a good deal. Now it is Keeger's turn. He's going to try to run up and grapple you, Elsik. So roll for and then add this to your strength.
Me roll.
He's going to try to run up and grapple you. That way you'll stop attacking everybody.
Okay, I rolled a 3, and my strength is 4, so 7.
Okay, which will be doubled because you're berserk, so you have 14. But Keeger goes, "Get a hold of yourself, okay, lad?" And he's holding you, and he's like, "Man, I've never felt a Varathan as strong as you before." And you're almost breaking free, but he's able to hold you there, and you're just like, "Let me swing my sword, dang it!" And so, but he's Keeger currently has you grappled. So you're currently okay. Taylor, it's your turn.
Alright. Let's see. Can I just... Is there any other monsters left?
The only one left is this red one that's spraying red mist on people.
Okay, is it okay if I just shoot that? Wait, no, I have to recover first, don't I? I'll recover both of my weapons.
Okay, well that will only take half your turn, so you're able to still shoot as long as you don't want to move or anything.
Oh. I'm not allowed to, I thought I used both of my weapons. So I had to recover twice. It'll take one turn.
Yeah, if you unload your guns, it does take a turn to reload, but you reloaded before you got into the cave, and you haven't, because anytime that we assume that you automatically will reload between, these different events happening,
Okay.
you haven't actually fired your guns at these things because you were captured by the tentacles.
Oh, okay. Then can I just unload everything again? Or
Yeah, sure.
alright, I'll unload everything at that monster again then.
All right, so roll a d6 and tell me what you get.
So would burst fire work as well?
Yeah, so roll 2d6s.
So roll. 1's a 6 and a 1's a 3. So roll again, right?
Yep.
Roll. 2.
Okay, now roll for your pistol. So roll 1d6 for your pistol.
1d6 for the pistol. 3.
All right, so you stand back up with both of your weapons in your hands. You look over at Bella Jean and you're like, thank you so much. And you just start unloading your guns into this red squid thing, and you're like, die! As you see the gunfire just illuminating this cavern. It's like you could almost, if you could picture tentacles showing a surprised expression like this, like that's what this thing does. So it's like, and as you shoot into it, you just start seeing this thing is almost being picked apart as you're shooting it. But it appears to still be making its way towards you and Bella Jean with its like last leg of life. So Bella Jean, it's your turn.
Alright, I assume, did I, like, reload my guns as well?
You didn't actually unload your guns, but you can if you want to. And basically, what unloading does is, for Bella Jean, for example, she has a 6-round magazine. So far in this fight, you fired each gun once. So it would take you firing each gun 5 more times before you have to reload.
Okay.
What Ike is doing is he is just completely emptying out his magazine, which basically gives him a small bonus, but it will make him have to reload his next turn.
Alright, I guess I could maybe shoot twice for both.
Okay, so that will work. Roll a d6 for each one.
Like all 4 or 2?
Just do for unloading. Basically, you get +1 attack per additional ammo you spend. So since you're shooting 2 bullets per each shot, you'll get a +1 bonus to it.
I got a 4 for the first roll.
Okay, so
And a 1.
basically, so since you got a 4 and you shot 2 bullets, it'll be a 5 instead, which will add to your 14, so you'll have 19 for the first attack.
And I got a 1 for the second one.
Okay, and since you're unloading some of the bullets, that changes to a 2, so you got a 16 for the second attack. So, or with the second gun. And so, you and Taylor are quite the combination because Elsik and Terox and Kiger are just witnessing you two just basically shooting into the thing as it's trying to just creepily go to you with its all of its tentacles hanging down and stuff, and you guys are just shooting into it, and it collapses onto the ground without standing any chance against your array of bullets that have killed it. So yeah, so good job, guys. At this point, Elsik, your berserk status is you're starting to calm down. You no longer feel enraged and as angry as you were, so you're no longer berserk.
Okay.
All right, so what do you guys want to do?
Check for any loot or any miscellaneous items.
All right, so Terox, where do you want to check for loot at?
Deeper in the cave, maybe they were protecting something.
All right. So roll a d6 and tell me what you get.
Cool. rolled a 1.
Okay, so Terox is looking around. Managed to find a bunch of bones and corpses. It seems like these things have been luring people into their caves and devouring them. So you're not able to find anything of any importance other than these bones and stuff. So you're not really able to find anything. All right.
Can I also look, since I can see in the dark?
Yeah, okay. So roll a d6 and then add +4 to it.
2.
All right. I assume you haven't added the 4 to it yet.
Oh yeah, 2 plus the 4, 6.
All right. So so as you're looking around, Terox is getting pretty pissed off because he's like, man, it's too dark in this stupid cave anyways, and you're just like, yay, a place I feel comfortable in. And you start digging through, you start trying to search, and you're like, these things must have something valuable in here. You manage to come across this this gem of sorts that appears to have lightning running through it. So some sort of lightning gem. What this gem came from, or what sort of power it holds, but you found it.
Is anyone in our group an expert on this kind of stuff? Items?
If anyone had any like archaeology proficiency, they would gain a bonus. But yeah, no one took a archaeologist with them.
Okay, can I ask our guide if he's ever seen something like this before?
All right, so you show it to Keeger, and he looks at it and he's like, I've never seen anything like that before. But he seems kind of fishy when he says that.
Okay. Can I question the guy?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to question him about?
Are you telling us the truth? Because I can sense lies.
Okay, so roll a d6 and then add this to your intelligence, and this will basically be able to let you know if he's telling the truth or not.
1. Can I luck
He's like,
that?
yeah, you can.
I'll luck it. 5. There we go. And my intelligence is... Where is it? 3. So I have 8.
He's like, of course I'm telling the truth. Why would Kager ever lie? And honestly, you feel about 50-50 on whether or not he's lying or not. You can't really tell. Now, if anyone else wants to roll, as Taylor is talking to him and try to discern whether or not he's lying, you can choose to roll right now and add it to your character's intelligence.
I shall roll. I got a 10.
Okay, cool. And for Patrick, since you have Silver Tongue gives you a bonus in telling when people are lying and when lying yourself. So you can actually roll and then get a +1 bonus for it, plus your 4 intelligence.
Okay, I'll try that. Oh, a 3. And my intelligence is at 4, so 7 plus the 1 for Silver Tongue.
Yep.
So 8.
Okay. So yeah, you guys kind of all deduce as a party that that he's not telling you quite everything that he knows about this lightning gem.
Can I put a gun to his head now?
Yeah.
Saying you're lying?
Okay. So make a roll real quick.
Is that with bravery?
That's more if you're trying to inspire, if you're trying to like threaten their lives.
Alright.
So yeah, just make a d6 roll. I'll give you a +3 bonus since you're holding a gun to his head.
Roll 2.
Okay, so he's like, whoa, whoa, hold up there. Feel very strongly about this. Yeah, let me. Okay, this lightning gem came from one of the dragons. Okay, uh, I don't know what else you want to know about it, but it came from the dragons.
Can someone else question him?
I can.
They what? Yeah, Bella Jean's sassy, so she could threaten them. So what do you want to say to Keeger, Bella Jean?
Well, she could also like point the gun to on his head and say he like better talk, like tell the whole truth.
Tell more. Tell us
Okay.
more.
Tell us more.
All right, so
I got a 4.
okay, cool. So he's like, all right, I haven't told you the full truth yet. These lightning gems are very, very powerful, and they're worth a whole lot of money. And maybe our town wasn't really struck by a dragon, and maybe we just want to kill these dragons in order to sell their precious gems. I don't necessarily think that makes me a bad guy, though.
Wait, so you want us to wipe out a innocent species right now so you guys can make money?
I mean, it's money that keeps us alive. It's money that buys the clothes to kill these beasts. If you had no money, you wouldn't be able to live.
Well, you can earn money other ways, can't you?
Like what? I mean, look at me. I'm fat and I like to eat. What else can I do?
Well, you're going with us on an adventure, aren't you?
Yeah, and I want to kill something and earn money doing that.
Okay.
I mean, you guys are a bunch of ragtag group of mercenaries. You of all people shouldn't have any problem with what we're doing here as long as we're paying you.
I like going with my ethics between this.
I want to ask, pull out my advancer blade, put it to his throat, and ask if there's a way I can use the lightning crystal to empower myself.
I'll allow it.
Quick question. Well, how much were you going to pay us, anyways?
Okay, so I was just going to tell you, like, he was going to pay everybody 1,000 guild for this. That's what you guys basically signed up for.
How much is this worth?
Okay, so hold on, I'm going to answer Terox's question first. So Terox holds the blade up to his throat, and you see that he has sweat rolling down his fat face and beard, and he's like, just put the blade down, okay? It's not like I'm gonna harm you or anything. There's no need for that. I don't know much about Vantikars and what kind of gems they have, so I'm sorry, but I can't really help you. But I can try to hook you up with someone that would know.
So, do you know how much this is worth?
The gem, I mean, it's worth a lot, like 6,000 guild. Yes, it's worth 6,000 guild.
And you're sure about this?
Of course.
So he said Vantikar. Does that mean that the gem is of their origin, so they would know more about it? Or is he talking about something else?
Bo, make a knowledge check So roll and then tell me what you get to see if you actually know about this gem, if it's part of your homeworld or anything.
And add it to my int or just the base roll.
Yeah, add this to your intelligence.
I got 11.
All right. So you can tell that this gem is definitely from a dragon, but you can also tell that even though there's dragons on your homeworld that have gems of a similar sort, that this one is different. So this must be a different race of dragon that's not native to your planet. But you know that the similar gems from your planet go upwards. They sell upwards to 10,000 guild each.
Okay. Um,
I still want to harness the power for myself.
maybe we can figure out more as we go and fight the dragon. We'll figure out how the gems work. And if the dragon has another gem, then you'll have one too used as a power as well.
I have a quick question. So you were going to give us each 1,000 guild. There's 5 of us here. How are you going to make profit out of this?
Could have 10.
He says, "Listen here. I never did well in math class, okay? I just see big money signs, and then it converts itself into food. And I know that this gym will be food.
Well, the gem won't make you fit if you're going to have to pay us.
I mean, there's 4 of you. That would be 4,000 guild. And then I would have the rest of the 6,000 guild to spend on food.
So you were going to get an extra 2,000 guild.
No, it would be 1,000 for each of you 4, and then he would have the extra 6,000.
Oh, okay. We didn't know that it was still worth 10,000 guild. So I was questioning.
Okay.
Well, based on Terox's assumption, it's worth around.
Okay.
Alright, do y'all want to let him keep coming with us, and go ahead and leave the cave and look for the dragon, or do y'all want to just get rid of him because he's been lying to us and waste?
Quick question. Since we know it's worth around 10,000 guild, are you going to, since we're all in this together, are you willing to split this evenly?
I will give y'all some of it.
Are you,
I'm not going to say what now because y'all might find some good loot later, so I might negotiate a little bit.
No,
But yeah,
no,
I'm going to
not
give y'all.
you. When we kill the dragons.
are you asking Keeger if he's willing to split the loot evenly?
Yes.
Or Mike? He's like, well, you've caught me right evenly with you.
Well, I'm indifferent. If you're going to do that for us, it's up to y'all to decide.
I make a decision about insulting everybody and just shove my advancer blade through his throat.
You said that you shoved the advance. What'd you say, Bo?
That I don't consult anybody and shove the advancer blade through his throat.
Alright, so
Can I shrug and get the blood while it's still fresh from and fill up my bottle again?
he dies, which he probably will, but let's see what Bo gets.
I rolled a 6. What am I adding that to?
You're 17, and since you rolled a 6, you actually get to roll again.
I rolled a 2.
Alright, so you have a total of 8 plus your 17, so you critically succeed in shoving the sword through his throat before he gets to even say another word. He's like, "Bruh!" And then, you know, the blade just goes straight through his throat, and he just sort of shoots blood onto your face from his mouth. Onto your helmet, I should say, because you got a full helmet going on. And you see Patrick over there, like, I'm not going to demonstrate, but he's just consuming them. So roll a d6, Patrick.
3.
All right, so you heal 3.
Okay. Alright.
All right, so I guess that made up Taylor's mind, who was indifferent on the situation.
Bo, are you looting?
Can I loot him?
Well, Bo could loot him first if he so chooses.
I shall see what he has on him.
All right, Bo, roll.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, Bo, since you guys are still in this cavern, you're just having a lot of trouble seeing through this helmet because you got this full helmet with this visor here. It's not helping. It's not aiding you really well in being able to see. So you just give up. You stand up and you're like, I can't find anything on this guy. Someone else want to search him.
I'll do it.
All right, so roll, Taylor.
4.
All right, so as you're patting down his pockets, checking what's on them and stuff, you actually you notice that clip to the side of him is some sort of sidearm. It appears, however, to be broken. It was kind of like in this pouch, and you see a bunch of pieces that look like they all belong to some sort of pistol, but it's been dismantled and is no longer functional. But perhaps someone with weapon crafting experience would be able to put the pistol.
Okay. I'll keep it. Can I use my intelligence to try fixing it?
You could, but Bella Jean actually has a +3 in weapon craft.
Oh.
I can fix it.
Lizzie, could you fix it for me?
Yes, I can.
All right, so roll 1d6, Lizzie.
I got a 5.
All right, awesome. So she's like, not a problem. You see that she just kind of like, puts the thing together as if she, could do this with her eyes closed.
In the
And,
dark. Might as well be.
yeah, might as well be in this cave. So she can't see it all, and she's like, she is very used to putting together weapons, and she assembles this new gun together. And as soon as it's assembled, you see it starts glowing green on the sides, and so she tells you that it is it's imbued with the acid property. So anything you shoot with this gun will evoke acid onto its target.
Cool. What is it called?
She says she basically doesn't know any. She doesn't know like what the name is. Doesn't want to name.
Okay. Do you know what the attack power and stuff is?
Not until you use it.
Hmm?
This one, since this is kind of like a mystery gun. Yeah. Oh.
Alright. Y'all want to leave the cave, or y'all want to stay in the cave some more?
I want to go find the other dragon and get me another shard or crystal.
Okay. He told us it was further in the valley, right?
Yes.
Okay. Lizzie, is that good if we go
Oh, yeah.
further down the valley?
All right. So after traveling the valley, you notice what appears to be the layer that you have all been searching for, because you see that the valley that you guys have been going down opens wide into like a circle, and in front of you is the archway into this layer. Yeah, so basically it's just this open terrain, and then there's this for you layer about 60 feet away. What do you guys want to do?
Um,
Is there, since I'm like part dragon, is there a way I can communicate
I
to see
can.
if maybe there's a reason to not kill the dragon?
Yeah. So do you want? So what do you want to do?
I want to go communicate with it to see if it has attacked anything or if it's just there hoarding gold or whatever.
Okay. So do you want to walk into the lair, basically be ready to talk to it?
I didn't catch all that. I lagged or something.
Okay. So do you want to walk into the lair as you're talking, or do you want to say, or do you want to like shout into the lair from outside, or how do you want to go about it?
I want to shout into the lair.
Okay. And what do you shout into the lair?
Cradelfex. Can you hear me? Can you understand me?
Okay, and roll a d6. Well, actually, for this, I'll say that you have edge on it, so roll 2d6s and then choose the highest.
The highest was a 6.
Alright, so make another roll and then add it to the 6.
11.
Alright, so as you shout that, you hear back in the draconic language, it's the dragon speaking. Are you here to hurt me?
Um, ask him about the crystals. I whisper to you.
Say no for right now.
No, I found one of these crystals and was coming to consult with you about it.
Flatter him. Tell him because he's known as a wise and powerful dragon. Dragons like that, according to Smog in The Hobbit.
That works.
How did you come across this crystal?
It was in a cavern with some tentacle people.
I see. So you aren't the one to have acquired the crystal yourself.
No.
Can I conceal?
Yeah, if you want to, you can choose to hide as they are talking. That way you can.
While he's distracted, I'm gonna go ahead and hide.
Same
Okay.
here.
So Elsik and Taylor go find a nice bush to hide behind. So to you, Terox, you hear the dragon, and he basically tells you, he said, look, he's like, I don't mean, he's like, I never meant any harm to anybody, but your people have hunted down my mother and father and slain them purely for the sake of greed, and I cannot let you live based on that principle because I have to avenge my parents.
I wasn't part of that, but if a fight's what you want, a fight is what you'll get.
Okay, so you kind of don't hear anything for a little while, and he says back to you, you're not one of them.
No, I was not on this planet during the assassination of your parents.
Then why have you come here?
I came here because I heard you attacked a village, and we were hired to slay you, but with further investigation, I found out that that was not true.
Tell him you killed the guy who.
I killed the guy that hired us because I felt his actions were immoral.
I see. So, what is it that you're doing here?
Coming to see if there's something I can do with this crystal.
What is it that you wish to do?
Use it to empower myself to defend our kind.
So you're telling me that if I leave my lair, you will not attack me?
No, I will not.
And how many are with you?
3.
All right, and then you see that swiftly from out of the lair, this dragon swoops out from among the lair, and you notice that this is actually a pretty small dragon. This it appears to still be in its youth. It's definitely not as aged or as powerful as like a full-fledged dragon. Uh, but you know it's basically flying before all of you, and it tells you that it can definitely help you with empowering yourself with the gem if that's what you desire.
That is what I want.
All right, so the dragon tells you to hand over the gem to it, and then it will imbue it with its lightning, in which it will you'll be able to use to equip to you to basically make you stronger.
Can we see if he's telling the truth? What do you guys think?
You're actually probably the best one for the job if you want to. Either you or Terox himself would be the best for that.
Terox, since you're the spokesman, you want to try first?
Yes. How will I know that you
I'll-
will take
I'll
this to
let
use
you
it
watch
against
him.
us?
All right, so roll a d6, Terox.
I got a 1.
Right.
Okay, so you're
Can I try now?
Yeah, you can try Patrick.
Right. I got a 5.
All right,
Plus
so
is my silver tongue in my hair or no?
yeah, it does. It does.
Okay, so plus 1.
So even though Elsik, doesn't, even though he doesn't speak dragon, um, he's assuming that the body, you know, that they would make similar body languages and stuff as they're talking, and he's picking up on the breathing and how the dragon's carrying itself. And Elsik, he basically tells you through the echo link. He says, "Look, I think this dragon's telling the truth."
Tell him I'll give through the echo link. Tell Bo's character that I'll give it to. I'll give him the gem in exchange for a favor later.
Fair enough.
All right. Anybody? I guess I'll throw it to him.
Okay. Uh, so you toss over the gem, which I consider having Bo. I won't do that.
I was thinking the same thing. Me roll to see if I catch it, and if I don't, it shatters.
Yeah, it's just like, no, story ruin. No, I'm not that mean though. Okay, so you catch it. Do you choose to walk over to Cradelfex and hand the gem over to him?
Yes.
All right. So as you hand the gem, it goes to eat it, and then you start seeing lightning form around its mouth, and you start seeing lightning kind of come from its mouth and stuff, and you see it spit the gem back out, and the gem is glowing brighter than it was before, and it says now you can have the gem on one condition.
What is that?
He says that he just wants you to he says to you, he says, I want you to use this newfound power for the benefit of our race. I want you to be an example and an exemplar of good, and I want you to always stop those who try to kill and slay in an unjust manner.
Will do.
All right. So you accept and you take the gem, and now you start feeling the lightning of the Cradelfex run through your veins, and now you feel imbued with all this power, and you've never felt this good or this alive in your entire life, and just in all this power, you just unleash a storm of lightning into the sky above you guys, and very pretty sight, and very, very devastating. for anyone that would be caught in between that. But yeah, you're all powerful now, Terox, with the lightning and stuff.
I asked Cradelfex if I should liberate him from the village that terrorized his family.
He said that would be much appreciated.
We will go.
Then I'll come up and I'll say, no, you should not do that. There are some innocent people.
We can.
Are you saying that Are you saying that Terox or Cradelfex?
The person that's on my team, so Terox, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
We can investigate and see who was in the parties.
But then what better will be, how will we be better than the people that killed killed their race? An eye for an eye will make the whole world go blind.
I'm
Oh.
doing it for greed. I'm doing it for vengeance. Or, that's not the right word.
Retribution.
There you go.
I have, I think I have 1 investigation, maybe? Yeah, I have +1 investigation. So, that we can investigate and bring them to justice if the rest of the team agrees to it.
An eye for an eye will make the whole world go blind. If we attack the village, then they might attack the dragons again.
I'm proposing that we go to the village and ask and try and figure out who attacked the dragons, as opposed to just running in there attacking.
But the people also have families. You think the kids will be alright with that?
I'm not saying we kill them. I'm just trying to figure out who killed them, and then maybe we'll talk about it.
I think it was a soul.
Talk about it. What are you going to do after you find them?
I'll probably try to extort them and get them to give me money.
I think it was a soul.
Or I'll tell them a dragon's going to come wipe them out.
I think it was a lone soul.
And somebody owes me a favor too, so they'll wipe them out if I need it. So it's poetic justice, where I also make money.
In my eyes, there's no such thing, but if you guys want to do that, you guys are free to do that.
Lizzie, what do you think?
I don't know. I guess do whatever.
Yeah. Undecided at the moment.
Undecided.
Yeah. So sort of debating what to do next, whether or not you should talk to the townspeople, try to take them out, or if you guys should just leave entirely. You guys start the roar of a multitude of vehicles approaching on the top of the valley that you guys had descended into. And you just see the dust being thrown into the air as these vehicles approach the cliff, and you see all these soldiers align from the top of the cliff, and they look down on top of you, and you see what appears to be the king of Allure standing on top of one of the vehicles with his arms crossed, looking down upon you. He said, "It seems that you have found our secret, but this is where you shall die." And he has all of his men aim their guns down towards you and towards Cradelfex, the dragon, and he's about to give the signal to fire upon you guys. And that's where we'll end the campaign.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure your heroes will make it through that. I'm sure they're okay, so no need to fear for their lives or anything, but I figured I would end it on a dramatic note.
Dun dun dun! Wait for episode 2. Wait, is there going to be an episode 2?
I just want to say thank you for joining me. I know this was a little different. It was me because I've never done this before online, and so I really appreciate you guys hanging in there and trying this out with me. And stumble trying to figure this all out as I'm doing it. But yeah, I really enjoyed talking to each and every one of you and having you. And, yeah, just keep on the lookout for more events, and hopefully we all get to hang out and talk some other time.
Awesome. We should do it again.
Yep, it's nice being able to have you, Patrick,
Nice
and Lizzie and Bo and Ike.
Nice to meet you guys. Good seeing you again, Bo. Or
Yeah.
talk to you again, Bo.
You too, Patrick.
Fight alongside.
Wait, you guys have met before?
Yeah, we went to high school. We played soccer.
You guys played soccer together?
Yeah, me and Patrick did.
Yeah, dude.
What? I didn't even know. I thought my I had no idea, but it works. Any last comments you guys want? I mean, technically we can still talk for a little while if you guys want, but I know we're a little past time on when the event schedule was. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I could stay here for like forever just telling you guys thank you for joining me and stuff. I could just be like, thank you guys. I don't know, it's fun. It was fun.
Do you have a way to set up a new character? Because I drew that picture, so I kind of wanted to restyle my character. Do you have a way for me to do that other than just interrogating you and asking you doing questions?
Are you saying, is there a way for you to take a picture that you draw or off the internet or whatever and then make it, like, put it on the character sheet?
Yeah. So I have like instead of playing as like a preset character or playing as Adelard, kind of starting a new character, I guess, that I can bring back.
That'd probably be something to where if we do this weekly or something, might be something to try out, but maybe a lot of work on.
Yeah.
So he'd have to send out a lot of his confidential stuff that he may or may not feel comfortable with, depending on the person. 'Cause he'd have to send out all the character sheets, the class, race, all that.
Yeah, definitely for like one-time events or events that just kind of happen every so often. I'll be sticking with the pre-made characters, but I could see myself in the future having it set up to where if I was running like a regular campaign with a group of friends or whatever online, then yeah, we could have it where we would all make our own characters for that.
That's cool. I was just wondering where that would be going. Is it whether you're going to keep it? I think it went pretty well though. It took me a while to figure out the Google Hangout, but it works.
I think I'm gonna try to figure out if I do this again. I'm gonna try to figure out how to add music to the background because it'll kind of help the atmosphere. Because the biggest thing I'm missing right now is even though it's not lonely because I'm able to talk to you guys, but I still feel lonely because I can't reach over to you. So.
Hey buddy, how's it going?
Yeah, it's just I kind of miss the feel of sitting at like a table and experiencing this all in person together. But you got to do what you got to do, and this was still cool. So
yeah, and I'm sure there's some things we can do with the videos that we can't do in person too. So we'll figure out like the music and stuff like that.
The only thing I'd be worried about with the music is it might overpower us trying to talk with each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I would definitely make it very, very, very quiet, and I try to make it so quiet that you'd only really hear it if no one's talking. If it did interfere with anything, then I would just cut it off, and I wouldn't worry about it.
True.
I tried to make this campaign be a different twist.
Yeah, well, it was fun, and I'm glad that Terox was a part of it. I feel like each and every one of you added something different to the game, so I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Lizzie, for playing. This is Lizzie's first time ever playing Otherworlds.
It was really fun.
You're the first person to have ever played the first time online. So that's something new. Hopefully, sometime you and Ike can play with me in person. And
MonsterCon.
yeah,
Yeah.
MonsterCon or something. And
When is MonsterCon?
I will. I guess I will end this. And yeah.
MonsterCon is the last week of July.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we all need to meet up at MonsterCon. We need to have a lot of just hang out together and everything. So,
All right. I'll see y'all later. Adios.
I'm about to end this, I guess.
Bye.
All right. See you guys. Bye.